This episode of Cousins Sons is brought to you by the Masani Group. As you guys know, Garon and I train Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. One of our black belts is not only a black belt in BJJ, but also in the housing market. It can help you get the best deals on homes in the greater Los Angeles area. Just call the Masani Group at 626-263-0434 or visit their website at themasanigroup.com. This episode of Cousins Sons is brought to you by Authentic Muay Thai Supply. This is an online fightwear store where you can find the best, most authentic Muay Thai protection gear, training gear, boxing gloves, and Muay Thai shorts straight up from Thailand. Good prices, good people. Check them out over at authenticmuaythaisupply.com and enjoy this episode of the podcast.
Yeah.
Nailed it, Pepper.
You'll be right with someone.
All right.
A chance to
Yeah.
make yourself.
Yeah.
If you don't like me here, I will be someone else.
Yeah.
I miss him so much.
First episode without Travis, episode 62. What a sad day. First episode. Well, I guess it's not the first episode ever without Travis.
Yeah, no, it's not the first, but this is the first one with us trying this format where we're both on camera still.
It is a first still.
It is a first, yeah. And it's sad. It's weird. It's not hearing anything. I'm all like looking for the sound cues to be like, where is him saying things like, I miss so much? Where is it? I'm looking for it. Should have found it before all this. Where are you, Travis? I'm looking for the sound cues. It's not finding it. Oh yeah, here's this one for.
That is correct.
There he is a little.
There he is a little bit. Oh yeah. Anyways, yep, this is
Dude,
us.
I like your traps look like they're getting bigger.
That is one thing
Is that what Leon's been working with you on?
pretty much. I mean, we've been doing well-rounded stuff actually.
What do you guys do? Like circuit stuff or?
Circuit, yeah. It's
Yeah.
He loves his legs, which I'm grateful for at the same time.
Yeah.
Gotten even compliments in jiu-jitsu for that, which was cool to hear, which is weird. But no, yeah, it's cool because we've been just doing, I don't know until I get there what we're doing.
Yeah.
And then he writes it on the board. And some days I make it to where, especially recently with doing everything else, I make it to where, hey, I only can be there for an hour and a half max.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we can go a good 2 hours.
Yeah.
Just, and it's not like even us talking, where it's like, oh, it's 2 hours, but really it's only 45 because we're talking. No, it's a good, we chat, but it's a good like 30-minute yoga. Then we do 45-minute workout, and then we end with 20 to 30-minute yoga.
Yeah. Speaking of which, for the people listening at home, Leon Walker, our homeboy from the Fourth Wall and the stand-up scene in Los Angeles. This is who we're talking about. He was on
a few episodes ago.
But yeah, and we'll put that information. You should check him out. Check out his classes if you're in the Los Angeles area.
Yeah, he's been doing some the place he works at does hot yoga, but because they don't have it open right now, they started doing rooftop yoga, which is beautiful. It's sunset rooftop yoga. So he does it 3 days a week at like 6-ish, 6:30.
Mm-hmm.
So you're doing yoga on the roof with the sun coming down.
That's legit.
The sunset. So it looks great. But yeah, so that's pretty much.
You've done a couple of those.
I haven't done it with him because it's funny. I'll work out with him and he'll work out his routine for that night with me to like get it all figured out for that portion of it. We've had options to go a few times, like he's offered and stuff, but it's usually coincides with jiu-jitsu or something. So
yeah,
I'm like, but it's been crazy the last week and now starting this week, it'll be doing practically 2-a-days. Like I just got done working out with him. We're recording and now I'm going to get ready and then go in about 2 hours to jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to go to jiu-jitsu right after this. So I have it at 6. So.
Oh, 6? Oh, perfect. Then yeah, I'll be quick.
Yeah.
Mine's at same. Yours is ahead of me, but 6:30.
What have you guys been working on?
What have we been working on? It's funny, dude, because this is the best part is whatchamacallit, that the first time we came back, right? Everybody was like, oh, we, been working out for 3 months, but it's still like jiu-jitsu's different. It's not the same, where you're still getting tired.
Mhm.
The second lockdown, everybody pretty much was like, fuck it, I give up. To where now coming back, dude, everybody's out of shape, dude. Everybody's just done. They're like, nope, I lost it all. I haven't worked out in a month and a half, like since we closed down. And I'm over here just like, well, I've actually been working out, but whatever. Like,
Yeah.
but
You
it
probably
still is
came
different.
back.
What?
Yeah. Well, like the way this all happened for you too probably helped out a lot, because like you come back to this and right after you get back, it shuts down the second time, but still something's new to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No,
There's
exactly.
like
Yeah.
everyone waiting for this.
Yeah,
new
everybody
thing
was
to
already
happen.
like, oh,
Yeah.
and used up all of theirs. And me, I'm like, sweet, I've never actually experienced this lockdown, like, so.
No, dude, that's like, it's kind of weird. I mean, I've been doing like editing and stuff like that, but as far as like working out, it's really like, and even going to jujitsu like the last couple of weeks, dude, it really takes some like mental strength to like, and it just feels weird. I don't know. I'm kind of like in the same place everyone. I just don't, it's just weird being like in limbo. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I know,
Just
for
like,
sure,
well, and sort of like going to jiu-jitsu, it's good because I'm getting training and it's different than what we do.
Yeah.
It's good, different looks.
Yeah.
But it's like I feel like, well, it's not my school, I mean,
Yeah.
it could, like it is here. It's my Tennessee
Yeah.
school, but like it's not my school to where I'm gonna be belted and things like that.
No,
So
for
it's
sure,
just
yeah.
kind of like the motivation's not as there as much. I should.
Oh yeah, I mean it's more or less like you're touring around, going to like a 24-hour fitness to work out. It's somewhere you're able to go and you're meeting people. It's a nice community. It is.
Oh yeah, it's still.
Yeah, but it's I get what you mean, where it's just like you're not going to be promoted. And it's not. It just doesn't feel. You're just like you're learning. You're taking what you can from it. Are you still? Are you paying for both?
A lot. Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, because I told one of the guys that the other day, because they were like, "Where's Pepper?" And I was like, "He's in Nashville, but he's training because they're able to." And he's like, "Oh, is he paying for that?" And is he still paying for this? And I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Oh, what a good guy! What a great guy!"
No, dude, I'm not gonna stop paying for that.
I was like, dude, and I felt even bad because even Simone felt bad because he finally had to.
Well, he actually moved.
That's what I mean. Like, and that makes sense. And he even felt bad for it. But I'm like, no, dude, it makes sense. Like, I'm not.
Yeah.
But the people, and I think even this second time around, Coach lost even more people.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, you can't really blame them either, like, because, I mean, people need money if you have kids.
Oh yeah, I mean, I get it.
That.
I get it.
Yeah.
Like, but you know what's crazy? You know that Taekwondo place off of like Magnolia and Burbank, kind of, where it's like on the corner?
Yeah.
I was driving by the other day and I saw there was boards in the windows. I'm like, well, why is there boards in the windows? And I'm like, okay, maybe because of the riots and stuff. But then I'm like, there's lights on in there. And as I'm driving by, on one side is boards, but as you're driving by, you can see perfectly inside, and it's a full class of children.
Really?
I'm like,
no masks?
No masks, no nothing. I'm just like,
yeah, he probably just did it the cheap way our coach did it.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those where they and that's what a lot of people say. It's like there's some people who have gotten closed down completely because of it. There's some people who have gotten pretty much a slap on the wrist. There's some people who I think have gotten fined, and then there's some people who have been going for the entire 5 months like nothing's different, and have no one's come and
no one's come. Actually, I've heard
so
that.
it's like there, but again, it's like you don't want to take chances, but it's so when I saw that the other day, the Taekwondo place, I'm going to tell them that later. I'm gonna be like, dude, they don't care.
Yeah.
But I get it, where we have people in the area who are very the neighborhood watch people who are like, what are you guys doing? Why are you doing this? Why, so it is one of those where they're kind of, keeping on the down low. And even me talking about it on here, it's like, we don't have enough people to watch this. And if we do, well, then it means we got shut down because we have people who watch this. And I'm sorry. We'll pay for
HOA fucking lovers.
Yeah. That's stupid.
Dude, it is.
But, I am looking.
Well, I don't
forward
know
to
if maybe we should talk about this on air. Well, I just have a question, but like whatever, we can edit it out. But is there anyone that like we know that isn't coming back like to class? I'm sure we know, but
I don't know
like is
actually. Yeah, I haven't
Wolfie?
even asked. I haven't. It isn't question. And again, it was
Well,
one of
yeah, I
those
wouldn't
where
ask.
it's. But the 3 days I went was all about the same people who
Yeah,
showed up. And it's funny because it's all about the same people who were there the very last night when right before we closed down, when we were all just chilling and stuff. It's the same one. Like I'd say maybe 15 people. I don't know how many came to the morning class because there is a morning Tuesday class, which is crazy. I go nights now because I'm not even going to go the morning because I work out with Leon.
yeah,
So I'm just, it's weird. It's a weird change up, but it is cool. Like to go and have that different feeling. And it is different because even though we could probably stay as long as we want at night, everybody's kind of not only out of shape, but it's just like, we don't want to take a chance. So they literally were there for maybe an hour and a half max, and
yeah.
everybody just kind of leaves
Okay, let's go.
sporadically.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like just is like, no, we're gonna cool, and then lock up and out. It's not. We're just like, nope, we want to. It feels
Not
like
be hanging
Fight
out.
Club, dude. It's Fight Club. Bro.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
That's
like,
fucking dope, dude. Well,
yeah.
it's in a way, it's kind of cool to be a part of this.
Oh, it's really cool.
Wouldn't
Like
be-
it's like I said, I told you. I think I texted you, but explaining it is better. Is how they did the glass where it's that frost, so you can't see in.
Yeah.
Well, they noticed that during the day people could kind of peek in and see, and during the day it's fine, but at night when the lights are on you can see shadows running around.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
So they put up a
Not good.
blue tarp right in front of the door, to where if you look in all you see is blue, you don't see anything. So it's, you come in, and the second you come in, it's like a haunted house. You come in, and there's an arrow pointing for you to go down this way and go around. It's weird. It's pretty, yeah. It was like, oh my God. And like everybody just like right before the doors open, we're all like standing around like on the corners and stuff. And then next thing you're like, oh, it's time. And we all just walk in. It's a weird experience.
Yeah.
We just do it and we go and we bounce. And then the other day, me and who was it who was walking out, who we left with? Oh yeah, no, me and Nico were leaving. And as we were walking out the back, we had our mask on, and we're like, "Oh, yeah, cool, cool." And we're looking up. I was like, "Yeah, that was a good AA, wasn't it?" Yeah, it was. That was a good AA. A good AA, right? Just in case anybody was listening.
Yeah, oh, yeah, yeah, that's fucking funny, dude. That's awesome. That's fucking dope. I mean, I'm kind of jealous just because
I'm looking forward to. Leon is actually building. He bought one of those pull-up bar punching bag things.
Okay.
Pull-on things.
I think I know what
Just
you're
in
talking
the process to building it, where it has the punching bag you can do, and then it also has the bar and everything. It's a full-on little. So once he builds that,
Damn, I wish I could.
I'm gonna hit up Authentic Muay Thai and go get some stuff from them so that I can, punch the punching bag around.
I know that's another thing the school offers out here that I should be taking more advantage of, is that. I mean, because they have like a full-on Muay Thai class.
Yeah.
I could do two. Like, dude, there's some kids, dude, that are gangsters, dude. They'll go in there, they'll roll, and our classes are an hour and a half, or these ones here, and and then right after that, dude, they start a fucking Muay Thai class from 7:30 to 9.
Jeez, dude. Like right now, I'm exhausted just thinking about. I just got done.
No, I know.
I'm gonna turn around and go do this again. I'm like, which is cool because I'm exhausted. Like it's a whole different workout when you're in a gi and it's hot. But especially last week when we were in 110-degree weather.
Why? There's no AC going on there?
No, it was 110 here in the valley. And so coach was there all day with the lights off and the AC on, and it was just able to get about 85 degrees is how the AC, that's how hot it was. So that sucked, but it is nice going in there being exhausted already, because then I think more, or I don't overexert myself, where I'm just like, all right, let's go. Let's do, like I'm not trying to go all out. I'm just trying things and
Yeah.
doing different. Which, like I was telling you or text, I was like, dude, I harnessed some of your stuff. I pulled off like 3 arm bars each day last week. Where I'm like, wow, they really are there more than you. Yeah, and then because of the triangle, I'm able to push it into it even more. Where it's like, okay, I'm gonna try the triangle, but if you want to get it, cool. I have the arm bar, and I'm gonna flip around, and I'm gonna put you right back into it, and then hold you there, kind of thing. Which is good with the workout with Leon is on my legs. It's because that just I'm able to hold people more there with the legs and stuff.
Yeah.
How's Nogi?
It's getting better, dude. Like, yeah, I mean, it's the same. But it's way different. It's weird.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
It's good. My timing's getting better, which means it's getting better. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because your
yeah.
timing's a lot about like, okay, you just can't hold on. Like
No.
you just know when you just finally get, okay, I'm not going to be able to hold on. I just got to move when you move. If you move your fucking, it's hand on bicep, dude.
Yeah.
You know, boom,
It's
boom,
a
hand
lot
on
of-
bicep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
which I could usually hold, everyone but maybe Mike Cody,
Yeah.
like at least for, those few seconds matter, to make a move. So in Nogi, you just your moves just have to be a little more fluent. And of course, you're not going to have the timing because the grips aren't there. So,
Yeah.
but like, you're
Slippery. It's slippery.
slippery and like, so that's why you got to like constantly know you're going to have to readjust.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're just going to have to keep readjusting,
Yeah.
but, what was I going to say? But yeah, I mean, just, it's a timing thing with the no-gi thing,
Mm-hmm.
but dude, I mean, I've been pulling off, dude, some pretty good shit on some like pretty athletic people, I should
Yeah,
say, and
yeah.
bigger people than me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not even in good shape right now, dude, and I'm still kicking some people's asses, dude. I mean, respectfully.
No, yeah, respectfully. Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah.
Uh,
It's a different, that's the funny part. On here, if you don't know it, it would come off as we're bragging and we're being big headed. But really it's more or less it's the art of it knowing and then being
the art works.
yeah, the art works. Yeah, exactly. Like no, I mean, what's his name? Who's the guy who just got his blue belt? The yoked dude? Yoked. In ours. Yeah, in ours.
I
I can't remember his name, but you know who he is, the Jax dude.
older guy.
We started from him on my back. So I'm in his and he had my back and we started from that and he's all like straight up trying to like choke me out. And he's so nice. So like at a moment he was like, oh, is that too tough? I'm like, no, dude, just keep going. You got this. Keep going. And then I moved his leg out of the way and rolled into him and got back into his guard. And he's like, how did you do that? I was like, you'll get it. You'll come down. But it's just so funny. Like if anybody else was to watch that and see him against me, they'd be like,
How
did
the
you
fuck?
pay him off or something?
Other guy dude, same kind of situation happened to me last week. And it was this guy, dude, looked like, I mean, he was ex-military. This is what I'm saying, people. It's not me I'm bragging on, it's jujitsu.
Yeah. No, yeah.
It's just literally knowing things and practicing. But
Yeah. We get our asses kicked just as much as even more so.
And honestly,
yeah.
once this guy figures it out, he's gonna level one up on
exactly. Yeah.
And how
Yeah. The second. Yeah.
But he's ex-military, dude, was in the military for 6 years. He's fairly young. He's probably my age, maybe a little older. But I mean, he's like 6'2", 200 and maybe 200 pounds, 220 pounds, like fucking just solid though.
Yeah.
Like shredded, tatted, bro. I mean, he nicest guy, really nice guy.
Yeah.
White belt, but like, dude, just really didn't have a chance, bro. Like,
I get
like,
it.
There were some things. There's things you have to watch out for. Like, and another thing is I was in gi. I don't know if it would have been the same scenario with no gi, just because of him being so strong.
Yeah, well, and that's where no gi comes in this thing. Where even when I'm watching UFC, I'm like, dude, there's just a whole when people are pulling off things in that, I'm like, that is technique. That is good right there.
But gloves and not even
you don't even have it anyways. It's Yep. Exactly.
No, dude,
it's awesome.
Yeah, it's freaking. But yeah, I mean, yeah, that's why I think I don't know. It's all just good to learn. You know what I mean? I'm not going to sit there and like say no gi's better, gi's better. It's all
it's
a good thing to know, and it will translate you
Yeah.
know, for the most part. Like you know, if you've done jujitsu, you know, because you know, like it's like the timing thing. When someone moves their hand or is going to go grab you,
Yeah.
it's reaction to
No,
defend.
for sure. Yeah.
And once you get good at defending, because it's a reaction at that point.
Yep. No, it
But
is.
so that's where just doing gi
Doing-
and then going into no gi, you at least know where the fuck things are
Yeah,
coming.
you know how to react. And that I
Yeah,
was telling that to someone the other day where I was like, I don't know a lot, but I know enough right now to know, okay, this I can go from here to, oh, I could probably go to an armbar here, or I could probably go to a Kimura here, or I could probably go, you know, I know there's something there rather than, you know, a year and a half ago where it's just like, I know how to hip escape and that's about it. Now it's like I'm putting it together. I'm like, oh, this takedown could get turned into an armbar. Oh, this could get, you know,
Yeah.
in those little things step by step, but then the repetition. And that's, I'm realizing exactly what that mat time equals, where it's like, you know, it's like, oh, there's no way. I don't feel myself as being a purple belt ever. I'm like, no, you keep going at this rate and you keep learning in repetition, then it comes down to where you're just like, oh, wow, I am getting better. Oh, that came more naturally. Like
Yeah.
I did that takedown without even thinking about it. Or, oh, I did that grip without, you know, that's really what I feel like the levels of belts
and
and
that-
learning go.
That's one thing you just mentioned, takedowns. Like takedowns is one thing because we drill them here a lot. Like there's a whole section every class where
Oh, that's cool.
we go over
I feel like-
things in class. We go over a takedown a day
That's cool.
or a takedown defense.
Yeah.
And we go over a like a guard move or something like that, a ground move, and whether it's an escape or whatever, and then a build on that, kind of like we do
Cool.
at our place.
See,
So
I wonder, because I'm glad to hear that, because I wonder, there's two things I think of, because before this whole pandemic, we didn't do takedowns a lot.
yeah,
We rarely did them. But once we came back the first time, even, I feel like coach was doing more takedowns. And it was either more of like, oh, we should probably learn them, or it seemed like the people who did come back were blue belts or higher, to where before it's like, I'm not gonna, I don't want white belts, I don't want people, you know, but now it's just like, no, everybody's been with me. If you're still with me, you've been doing this for a while, you're serious, so I trust you to learn takedowns.
and you're not spastic.
Yeah.
You know.
No,
You
yeah,
know
we did.
You know where you're at.
Yeah, we did one the other day where he brought it up again. He was like, yeah, this takedown I taught years ago, and a white belt came in, and another white belt who'd only been doing it 3 months thought he knew everything and did it on this new white belt his first day, this takedown, and tore his entire knee.
Yeah.
And he was done. First and last day ever jiu-jitsu, because, and he's like, so when you do this, he's like, in the streets, fuck them up. But here, you know, go with it slow, you know, kind of thing.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, it's.
No, and like even here, like, you know, because another thing we do is we just drill the takedown, but we don't take them down. So like,
Yeah.
so we get to the point and then back off
these numbers, and then one of these, you know, like, yeah.
But here's one thing I have learned is I fucking suck at takedowns, like comparative. Like, dude, we got some legit fucking wrestlers.
Yeah.
There, and we got some, and Corey, the coach, he's also a legit wrestler. And dude, when we'll do our drills where it's just like, you know, you shoot in and like, you know, you go to take down, but you don't take them down. But it's kind of live. You can also defend. Dude, like going with other people and then going with him or like one of these other kids, this kid Hunter, he's a really good wrestler. It is like, oh fuck, dude. It's like picking like a fist fight with Mike Tyson. You're just like, they just know how to like, create that distance.
Yeah.
They're just so quick and powerful that it's just like it's scary, dude.
There's
but
no
one thing
out of that.
a lot better at, and I think I'm you know pretty decent at so far, surprisingly, is defending takedowns. So like that's also another thing. So like I'll rarely shoot, dude. Never will I actually I'll never really shoot. Never, unless it's on someone that's a lower belt than me.
Yeah.
You know, but blue belts are higher, dude. I'm not shooting, but I am defending them and then finding, you know, pulling guard or whatever I can. But takedowns are tough, dude.
Oh,
like
takedowns. I remember when we did them before the second closed down. We did it for like 2 days in a row, and I couldn't walk for the rest of the week because of that constant changing of levels, which is practically squats at that moment, like,
Yeah.
which I'm grateful again for working out now, doing more leg stuff, because then I'm like, oh, cool. I'm working that out, stretching more, getting that full body. That way, when I go back, and now that I am, it's like, okay, cool. And learning how to breathe more and bring it all together. So I see why, they're working out and puts it all together. And I mean, I'm still trying to keep that same weight that I've been doing. I've been eating healthier, but still keeping that, I'm about fluctuating 135. So,
Well,
but I'm like, when I thought about it, I was like, oh, I want to be 145. I want to be this. I have to eat so much, like even calorie wise and how much I burn. I can't afford that, even if I ate healthy and stuff. Or what?
it's a fucking job, dude.
No, it's a fucking job. Then I
Yeah.
thought about it. I'm like, dude, I was like, half the people I like in UFC are 135. I was like,
The best part about fighting is you can find a guy that's really good that matches your body type and fucking like your size. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, if you got
speaking of,
like,
speaking of that motherfucker, how'd he lose? Besides the fact that he tweaked his knee. What was it? His foot?
Sean O'Malley, you mean?
Yep.
He got calf kicked.
He got calf kicked. That's right. He got calf, and then he did get calf.
I think that's what injured him.
It was but it was a previous injury that came back. But he went in there with guards on, or like with those, whatever they are, like the sock thingies. He went in there with those to like help with his, which, yeah, Tim said he had never even seen anybody ever come in with one of those before. I was like, yeah, it's true. He came in hurt already. And
was it just maybe tape around his like from his foot to his freaking?
It might have been tape, but I mean, I've never seen anybody like it looked like it was straight. Like if I would have fought him, I would have been like, "You're hurt there, aren't you?" Like, yeah.
Yeah, dude, and that's one thing I've been watching some people, and I love Sean O'Malley. So this is just what some people say. I think, don't quote me on this. Maybe I think I heard Michael Bisping say this and on Hawani show, but that like he's really good. He's really good. Like, and he's very athletic. But dude, some guys are just frail. You know what I mean? They just can't take.
Well, that's the thing. Is like he looks frail. I mean, look at me. Look at me and look at his body. Like he's got that. He can take hits and can do things, but to know like that's a previous injury.
Yeah.
Is what.
And that's not even a mental. And I don't even mean it like he's mentally frail.
No.
Like
no.
But like when you're injured.
Oh, you're injured. Yeah. Like, you're no. Like, especially your calf. Especially your lower. Just like
some people's muscles are just stronger than others. Like as far as just tough. Like just genetically. Their bones, like all that shit. Like
people's jaws are a lot stronger. Where it's like, nope, you're never gonna choke them out.
Yeah, exactly. Or even knock them out. They have such
they have such a
knock them out.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean that's just genetics and like whatever. So there's just talk about that. Just like that maybe he should. But then again, that it could be he could have injured himself in training camp fucking a week earlier and just not said anything.
Just not said anything. Yeah, which could be the case, like,
or they don't say anything publicly.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, I saw a lot. There was a few things that I saw where it's like, if it was a rematch and he was healthy, it would have been different.
Yeah,
because really, it's that healthy factor. Like, if it wasn't for that, he wouldn't have been able to just knock on that thing, knock him down, and just go at him. It's like, no, it's.
Well, I heard he's going to be out for 6 to 9 months.
Jesus.
Yeah. This or whatever the fuck he did, I'm not exactly sure. But it was something that had to do with that calf kick, dude. But then they were talking about that calf kick, about how it's like it's never been done really before. But all of a sudden, some guys have been getting calf kicked, and they've been going down.
No, going down. I haven't watched it that much, except for now recently. But even now recently, seeing all these, there's been I feel like 5 or 6 KOs. From getting calf kicked in the last
something like that.
Yeah, in the last 6 months.
Yeah, I mean it's been it's this new thing this year.
Yeah, they're like, well, go for the calf.
They had nothing else to do. Let's just start kicking each other's calves.
Yeah.
You know,
That's it. There's like, well, might as well go for it. We can, because I think they even mentioned like you could practice your calf kicks all day, but in training, you're wearing your pads even when you're training with that because it's so sensitive. Even when you're trying to build up that cartilage, you still are mostly wearing pads. So the second you get in there, you have no idea how your calf is going to react to hitting another person or vice versa. You know, like you could hurt yourself. Like I could break myself just by trying to kick your calf if I do it wrong, you know?
Yeah.
Which I just remember training with Burke, just not being able to walk because I, kicked the wrong part of my foot.
Yeah.
Kicked the wrong
Yeah,
part.
and that's another reason I kind of just don't want to do Muay Thai. Is like I'm interested in it, I am, but it's like I just don't really care to like punch people and shit. Like
Yeah.
like in a way, like I don't know. Like I don't know if I'd ever do it to the point where like I mean, it's not even about punching people. Like
Yeah.
but it's just more like uh it's not even that. It's just I don't know.
I'm interested in the self-defense style of it and everything. And thank you again. Shout out to Authentic Muay Thai Supply.
Yeah, thank you to Authentic Muay Thai Supply. But I'm more of a jiu-jitsu dude.
But
but I've never really
no,
given
but for sure, yeah, it is one. Like I am still interested in it. Like just, I mean, I'm not any martial art. I'm not gonna. I'd want, especially Muay Thai, would want to try because I see the effects of it. I do. I mean,
don't listen to me. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I could, dude. In 6 months, we do fucking some Muay Thai, and I'm like, oh, fucking Muay Thai. I love
Muay
Thai. Yeah, we're in fucking Thailand, fucking training at Tiger Muay Thai.
Really would be. That would be us completely. Yeah, you never know. Don't dog it till you try it more than once.
I don't fucking listen to anything I say.
I gotta hit up Gerard. For
Yeah.
that reason. So then I might hit him up actually once Leon gets his stuff set up and maybe see if he would come over or something like that.
Did you say, has he been in class, or you said he was?
He was right before all this. He came, I think, once. Yeah. Came once before. But again, he's way out there. He's way out in the boonies. Freddie even came to visit once.
Mm-hmm.
So that was cool.
Dude, yeah, that's freaking nuts, dude. Like, I don't know. I miss it out there, dude. Like, it's just kind of like, it's kind of I think it's gonna be cool because I think it's gonna come back there. Everything's gonna be different, but like, I think it's everything that sort of needed to be different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I mean, other than the bullshit, like the social distancing and the mask wearing, yada yada yada.
Yeah.
As far as like, as far as you and us and
yeah. And that's the thing too, is I got to do more of that. I've just been so busy with everything else.
Like, is the fourth wall still going on?
It's still going on, but again, like before Travis left, they weren't really going. I think Leon has a show this weekend there. Other than that, it's about the same amount of people. Like it's the same, like
there's like
12 people who go up every single day, and
there's like one mic a day.
Pretty much 1 to 2 if they're lucky, kind of thing.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, I haven't done it since with Travis and Leon, which was maybe like 3 weeks ago. And I mean, I could still go, but it's just, dude, I'm actually pretty busy, like for being just exhausted. By the time I'm done with my night and stuff like that, and I'm going to bed pretty early. I mean, midnight's early, but I wake up at 8. Get ready, make some coffee before I go work out, and then and then working on t-shirts and different other things and photography, trying to do all that stuff. So it's like trying to keep some organization going on with whatever is happening right now.
That's kind of how I've been doing it with like not just this class, but just like just the process of learning editing in general.
Mm-hmm.
It's just get on it every day. That's why I do like doing the podcast and stuff, because it's just like oh, okay, it's something. It's getting on there and fucking with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, for sure. Yeah.
So like, and then we're actually shooting quite a bit of shit. So like, there's
Good.
always.
Yeah, we're supposed to. I'm actually shooting something with Leon and another guy on sometime this week. They have a sketch that they're gonna shoot. I'm gonna shoot for them, and then I think we're also gonna.
Are you using your camera?
Yeah, for this. Yeah, I'll be using.
What is your camera?
Just the Canon 60D, which
Okay.
it does the job. It's nothing crazy, but as you're learning now, a lot of it is in post.
Yeah, a lot of it's, dude. There's a lot that the camera can help out with too.
No,
but
the camera is great. Yeah, no, I know that. But
fucking,
there's a lot that you don't realize until you're doing it. We're like, oh, that's how they pulled that off in post. The camera, if it's a $200,000 great camera, then you're like, yeah, that makes sense why it's so expensive, because it cuts out the editor's job. But still, editing is.
well, even like $2,000 camera. Like, so Jordan's, I can't remember. I think hers is under 1,000 or it's 1,000. I think it's under 1,000. So I don't know what it is, but it's the Sony 6D or the Alpha 6.
See, and that's the messed up part is it's like Apple. It's like Apple to PC at that moment.
yeah.
Where once you start on one, it's kind of hard to switch over. Like I have friends who I ask them all, I'm like, what do you do photos on? What do you do? And they're like, Sony this, Sony that, which seems to be the newer, like I think even who else? Some other friends from high school were doing it on Sony who are really good at photography. And then I have other friends who are doing Canon, but they both are just like, just stick to what you know. If you've been doing Canon, do Canon,
That's what a lot of these videos say too. Like other than like just compare, because I watch a lot of comparing videos on like cameras and stuff. Because I watched one. Well, what I was gonna say is like my sister's got the 6D I'm sorry, not the 6D, the Alpha 6, and fucking Corey, and then there's the Alpha 7, and Corey and Robbie and them, they shoot on the Alpha 7 III, and which is 2 cameras I think above Jordan's. And dude, it is so much fucking better. So even like, I mean, it's like, it's crazy how much like, how crazy it is. But anyways, but then, yeah, I was watching some stuff because like, I don't know. I like Canon better. Like just as far, I think it's because it's Canon. And because a lot of the people, dude, here's another thing too, is a lot of the people that I've been following and stuff on editing and yada, 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 they all fucking use Canon, but but they always say it's a preference though. It's like, preference, why do you all fucking
why do you use it?
And I think everything's cool with Sony too. I think it is a preference. There was this one guy I followed. I think he uses Sony because
I feel like Sony has their kick, and could be completely wrong, but it seems like their niche is compactability with the quality is what it is. Canon, you're thinking a bigger kind of camera kind of thing. Sony's are pretty, I feel like, compact. They're smaller than Canon.
Yeah, I think you're right about that.
And so it gives you that ability to be like, I can just put this in this bag here and it does the exact same quality as, so that I see, and it's better for shorter style stuff, web video kind of things. But I think, if I'm wrong, I believe Stevie Emerson shoots on Canon.
Yeah, it probably does. Well, I think, and he rents out some too, because I've seen posts where he's shot on the Red and stuff like that too.
Well, yeah, I mean,
So he probably.
Dude, he's killing it, dude. He changed his entire branding to an entire TV show.
Go check it out. TV. I'm sorry. I'll put that.
Yep. Check it out. Yeah, no, it's.
But I was going to say another thing that difference in, at least with kind of like that good professional camera, but like not the cheaper version of both. Like that's another thing Sony competes with is pricing. Like they are cheaper for like the same quality, right?
Yeah.
Because the Alpha 7 III and then the Canon, I can't remember which one they were comparing. Same thing, but it was due like $1,500 cheaper or something like that.
Jeez. See, and that's with me is I'm glad I've been learning on it's not a crappy camera, but it's lower quality than all these other ones. But it's like, I want to buy the new one and get all this, but it's helping me get better at it. Photography for sure. Videography, it varies, but photography, because then I'm learning to do it on a lower quality with different lenses that aren't like I want a better lens,
Mhm.
a wide angle lens, which is the one most people use.
Mhm.
But those are like $1,000 or more.
Yeah.
So, but I'm learning how to take photos with what I have and then hopefully save up enough money to get it. But that way I'm learning rather than, just kind of making an excuse to be like, well, I don't have the good stuff, so I'm not even going to do it. Now I'm
Yeah.
kind of learning how to go with it, which is helping me with editing a little bit more, learning that back side of things while also learning the camera even more to be able to like, oh, I can still pull that off. But as far as getting a better camera, I still would rather get a better lens than a camera at this point. Because even
Well,
if I
you
keep
always have
going
a
with
lens.
Canon, even if I keep going with Canon, the lens is always going to be that crazy expensive.
Yeah.
I can always wait till the better camera though gets cheaper and get that. But the lens, I can put that on any camera or any Canon camera, So it's like I can move that around, and that's what costs a lot. The lenses are usually what cost the most.
Yeah, for sure. Well, especially like when you start racking them up.
Oh, dude, yeah. I mean, I only have 3 lenses right now. And like I said, the one I definitely want would be the wide angle, which is the most expensive as far as what I'm looking at.
You said the wide angle is like 1,000.
Yeah, it's from what I'm looking at, and I'm looking at like off-brand.
Mhm.
Monet's husband Spencer told me a few off-brand ones that actually are good. People just don't think they are because they're not Canon, but they work with Canon cameras, and they're a little bit cheaper. So I was like, cool. So I've been just pricing it, kind of, and they're all about. I mean, the cheapest I've found is about 800 for the lens. So it's just in a wish list. See what happens,
We all have that one, Got mine right here.
Right here. Everybody's got a wish list. We got all this right
I
here.
got actually my wish list up here on the computer. Dude, there's these fucking apples are just ridiculous. They can get so high in price.
Oh, so high, dude. So high.
I told you about that, right? The did I ask you guys about that? I can't remember if I did or not. That was I looked up what the most expensive. I like went on Apple, did buy,
Yeah.
select all the most expensive shit on the Mac Pro, the most expensive computer,
Yeah.
and guess how much that came out to?
$5 grand, $7 grand, $6 grand.
Way higher.
Oh, highest everything. Yeah, I don't even know.
Everything $54,000.
What? I was gonna say 15,000. No,
$54,000, and that's without the fucking monitor, bro.
without the monitor. Oh, it's with the whole
The monitor, because it's the Mac Pro, the big
Yeah.
tower. But fucking with the monitor, it's another 6, and I think there's some upgrades on that. They probably could push it to 10. It's ridiculous, dude. Like
That shit better last you 20 years.
$64,000 on a fucking computer, just on Apple, just right there.
Yeah.
Look,
Wow, that's
I know.
crazy.
Yeah, I
Like,
did
yeah,
it.
I've been using like it's been. I'm happy with my cheap laptop just for surfing the web and recording on the other stuff, but I'm not. But yeah, I can see how having a laptop is nice because then I can be in the living room, watching TV or something. Here, if I'm in my room, I'm just working, which is fine too. But my TV's right here,
Yeah.
But it is nice to have a laptop.
It's something I want to talk to you about, so we'll talk after this.
No, yeah, for sure.
Because I think we're boring everyone with our camera talk.
No, dude, they're gonna love it. They love the cousins. They love the cousins, guys. Guys, don't you love the cousins? Yes, you love it. Is it? Do you love us?
That is correct.
Oh, thank you, Travis. Thank you. Gosh, I think he's dead. So
You need to get a hold of Travis.
I emailed him. I'm hoping he gets back to me.
What's that?
I hope he gets back to me. I emailed him.
Okay. Note, August 24th is today.
Yep.
Tomorrow is August 25th on Tuesday. I'm going to have this up. If anyone's heard from Travis, please DM Garon Atencio, Eric Pepper, Instagram. If you got our number, please text us. If anyone's heard from him, we are worried.
Travis, we're about to put you on a milk carton.
Yeah, right? I might drive up there right now.
I know. Oh, yeah, that's right. You're right there. Perfect. Great.
Not really there, but
Yeah,
yeah.
it's true. All right, let me see. Well, then I guess that can be it. I mean, this went good. It was what, 40 something minutes? I think 42 minutes.
Mhm.
Nice. We did it, guys. We did it. Well, I guess in that case, remember, guys, don't talk about it.
Be about it.
Boom.
Hey, you guys, thanks for watching this episode. Please hit that subscribe button. Go follow us on all the social medias, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook.
And remember, if you want to go the extra mile, you can also support us over on Patreon, where in the future we'll be able to get unreleased content and content that nobody else can see. And remember, guys, don't talk about it.
Be about it.
Peace.